7 p.m. and these are your top stories. A light aircraft crashed into the ocean in Durban North after performing its final display. A Durban University of Technology student fell to his death after jumping off a building at one of the university's campuses. The Umkhonto Wesizwe MK Party held a march in Durban in support of KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Good evening and welcome to Pulse News. I am Nomdeni Ndlovu. Stay with us as we bring you the latest news. Here are the groundbreaking news this evening. A light aircraft crashed into the ocean in Durban North Beach after performing its final display at the Next Generation of Aviation Professionals NGAP 2025 air show. News Pulse reporter Charmaine Kosi has the story.
A devastating incident unfolded off the coast of Durban North Beach as a light aircraft participating in an airshow crashed into the ocean. According to an eyewitness, the aircraft crashed into the ocean after completing its final stunts. The incident occurred just before 2 p.m., during what was supposed to be a thrilling display of aerial skills.
It's about to come back from south to the north. It was spinning. It spun 3 times on end, then went straight to the water. I don't know whether it was spinning or it was losing a control, but we saw it spinning 3 times and went straight to the water and disappear in the water.
According to Themba Tabete, head of Accident Investigation Unit in South Africa, footage is still being reviewed to determine the cause of the crash.
The pilot, while performing one of his last maneuvers, was involved in an accident. Footage is still being reviewed to try to ascertain what has happened.
Emergency services including ALS, paramedics, SAPS, Metro Police Search and Rescue, and the National Rescue Institute responded swiftly to the scene. Unfortunately, due to poor visibility and the onset of darkness, the search was suspended for the night.
We have what we call a golden hour in search and rescue operations. For now, we are not there yet. We are still continuing. Our boats which are in the water have got enough lighting, but depending on how the sea behaves, because if it gets rough, that means it becomes dangerous for those who are trying to rescue. They must also be safe as well. So if that happens, we abandon the search and rescue operation, then continue with it tomorrow.
Okay, so firstly, know what has been recovered. I can confirm that. So just before 2 p.m. this incident occurred. It is believed a single pilot is unfortunately still missing. The search has been called off by police divers, and there was multiple life-saving boats, NSRI boats out in the water, and they did send police divers in. However, due to visibility and the time, the darkness, it's now a bit dangerous, so we are going to regroup here in the morning and search will continue. However, no one has been recovered. I did see on social media people saying that one person had been airlifted to hospital. It's not true, it's unfortunate.
Search operations for the missing pilot will resume tomorrow. The authorities are investigating the cause of the crash, with debris recovered from the scene being analyzed. For Pulse News in Durban, I am Charmaine Kosi.
A Durban University of Technology student fell to his death after jumping off a building at Steve Biko campus. Reasons behind his alleged suicide are unknown at the moment. The EFFSC has demanded that classes be halted in order to mourn for one of their fellow students. Pulse News journalist Bayanda Hlongwane has more information.
A devastating moment has occurred at students' Biko campus, where a student has committed suicide by jumping on top of the building to the ground floor. Soon after that, students were asked to evacuate from the classes and on campus. The university has issued a statement stating that they will not disclose the name of the student until the family is informed. Due to the sensitivity of the matter, the eyewitness has requested not to be shown and wish to remain anonymous.
I was just going out to like give something to someone, and then I saw people shouting like, "Hey, look up! What's going on? What's going on?" So I looked up and I saw this guy, like I think above the 5th floor, like by the rooftop area. He was on the bars, and he was holding, and then like everyone was like, "Don't jump! Don't do it!" And then he let go, and he fell all the way down. First, he hit one pillar, that was on I think the floor that I was on, and then he hit the ground floor. I mean, -1 floor. Yeah, and then he was dead. There was blood everywhere.
Following the tragic incident, the EFFSC demanded that all classes be suspended across all campuses to mourn.
Okay, so we came here with sizovala class and sizokhipha abantwana even class because of an incident that happened in 3 Steve Biko S10 was it S10 not sure, but then the students so Tina from yesterday besikhipha abantu emaklasini for the reason ukuthi akwazi ukuthi baqhubeke ama-academic excellences as after such an incident.
The date for the memorial service is still yet to be confirmed. In Durban, for Pulse News, I'm Bayanda Hlongwane.
The Umkhonto weSizwe Party marched in Durban Central to show support for KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, after he made damning allegations against Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu.
In a bold show of political solidarity, the Umkhonto weSizwe Party took to the streets of Durban. Supporters gathered at Kerry's Fountain Stadium and marched to Hoy Park, railing behind KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi usho izinto ezinkulu ezithintayo nathi njengosopolitiki. Wathi uSenzo Mchunu obekade uminister wam-expose ukuthi thina njengekhathi bese-vulnerable ngoba lo bekumele asiprotect afake i-pressure ukuthi amaphoyisa aqinise umthetho yena besejoyine iqembu legebengu. So sibonga uNhlanhla Mkhwanazi ukuthi amveze am-expose. As a result-ke umisi although singekho happy nangendlela eze ngayo umfeke kwi-special leave whatsoever ukuthi kuzoba ne-commission thina sithi akamxoshe.
One of the members of the party mentioned that they were against the establishment of Commission of Inquiry into Law Enforcement in South Africa, arguing that it is also a waste of tax money.
It's a most expensive insult. Currently, comrades, we have a national senior commissioner wamapoisa about 2. We are paying them the money to your tax. We have deputy ministers about 2. Sibakokela the money tax. Later, comrades, second commissioner. I don't know money pumagni.
Shirley Willemstad, the MK deputy coordinator, delivered the memorandum where she said that they reject the decision of placing Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on leave.
We reject the unconstitutional and political expedient decision to place Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on special leave instead of formally relieving him of his duties. This action sidesteps executive accountability as prescribed by the Constitution, evades the necessary disciplinary and parliamentary processes, undermines the credibility of our justice and policing institutions.
The party said that they are giving the South African Police Service 12 days to respond to their memorandum. For Pulse News, I am Akona Dlamini.
Tech visited the community of Lamontville in Durban, where they gave tech gadgets to empower the youth and foster digital skills development.
In the heart of Lamontville, Tech hosted a tech program where they gave gadgets such as computers to empower the youth. Slindokuhle Mbuyisa, the Public Affairs and Government Relations at Honor, said that the aim of the program is to bring back skills into the community and to also empower young people.
To come and bring back their skills to the townships, to areas where they grew up. So it's important for us to instill the paid forward idea. And that's what we want to see in 5 years, that this program has grown and it keeps coming up different forms in different areas and is self-sustaining. And also to see the young people who, by the way, they are not starting these programs because of honor. We found them already working in the provinces, in the townships, in the rural areas. We're just adding with the resources.
The Premier relies on our advice, the team, to help him to craft the policies as well as also approaches as to how his premiership could advance technological take and adoption, also partners to work with in advancing the interest of public service, but also the citizens of this great province. And so we've been working with even when it was still local government itself, helping him to initiate some tech games and helping the municipalities.
Honor will continue with Africa Inspired Foundation in Durban. For Pulse News, I am Charmaine Kosi.
The Durban University of Technology hosted its annual Student Diversity Festival at the Steve Biko Campus Sports Center, where different cultures and backgrounds were celebrated.
Today, the Durban University of Technology came alive with color, culture, and conversation as students and staff gathered at the Steve Biko Campus Sports Center for a special Student Diversity Festival. Organized by DUT's Center of General Education, the festival aimed to celebrate the rich tapestry of backgrounds, ideas, and identities that make up the university's community. Dr. Siyabonga Mdluli, one of the event organizers, explained the deeper purpose behind the festival.
We want this event to become a brand because we are planning to have this event annually. We want it to become a brand for diversity, which is also included as part of the DUT's living values. So we want it to be a brand that is well known, that people can associate themselves with, especially when they want to, or when they're interested in learning about other cultures and also recognizing, understanding other cultures, accepting other cultures.
A thought-provoking panel discussion challenged attendees to reflect on the phrase unity in diversity, exploring its complexities and realities faced by students in multicultural spaces.
This kind of event, including critical discussion, dialogue among people, not necessarily academics or people who can speak, but among audience, creating an opportunity to speak about the prejudice, the other things that we have about we and others kind of thinking. So we can able to reflect more and more and question ourselves.
The festival's MC, Musa Zondo, kept the energy high and the message clear.
It's really simple. It's about celebrating people from every corner and from every background. Your religious people, your cultural people, people of different tribes and ethnicities. And it's done through music, through poetry, through dance, spoken word, and things in that nature. Because at some point we need to understand that the world is better united than divided. So this ceremony, this festival seeks to build, exactly that.
As the day came to an end, one thing was clear: diversity is more than just a concept, it's a journey of connection, reflection, and growth. For Pulse News, I am Charmaine Kosi.
We will now be going for a short ad break. We'll be back in just a bit.
Amagwenya can flip your life faster than a coin toss. 1 minute you are smiling, the next you are clutching your chest like it's the season finale of the drama series. Just ask Bulletin. Ah, there goes Futhi, finally getting VIP treatment after that Amagunya ambush. Hope the nurse has a loyalty card for frequent visits.
Usually people that are obese usually have things like diabetes, so they're exposed to things like hypertension.
Futhi is back from the clinic, and rumor has it she's breaking up with Amagunya. Don't worry, Futhi. We'll all sign your goodbye Fed Group card. Next up, Salad Support Group.
Welcome back to Pulse News. Thank you for staying with us. This year's annual African Food Festival 2025 took place at DUT's Ritson campus, where different types of food and cuisine were served.
The Durban University of Technology came alive as the Ritson campus hosted the annual African Food Festival for 2025. From the smell of freshly cooked meals to the colorful displays, the event was all about celebrating culture through food.
And every year it has gone bigger and better. This year we are very proud to say that Mongo School Technicon has participated, have brought their own version of African cuisine. We also have a display of African heritage where the support from the audience has been good in terms of what African culture and heritage.
The Department of Hospitality and Tourism worked hand in hand.
The food is prepared by our second year catering management students. They actually serve the food, they arrange the tables, they serve all the guests, they provide the entertainment. They are actually the MCs of the event as well.
Students were not only attending but also preparing some of the traditional dishes.
Just add some spices, salt, pepper, paprika, caramel.
The festival also drew guests from outside the university. From traditional beats to music and dance, every detail celebrated Africans' rich heritage. As the drums played, dancers closed the event. The message was clear. Being African culture is about pride, unity, and sharing traditions across generations. For Pulse News, I'm Bayanda Hlongwane, Durban.
The Inhlalo Yabantu Besifazane hosted its first annual event meant to empower and inspire women to take the leap into entrepreneurship.
The Inhlalo Yabesifazane, which started as a small initiative, has grown into an organization that not only provides economic opportunities but also redefines what it means to be a woman in business.
Ngaqala ukusebenza ngo-98. So empilweni yami nasengqondweni yami kuyisifiso sami ukuthi abantu bangakhula kanjani emsebenzini abasuke beyenza. So sibese siqala ukuba ukuzenzela iorganization encane yenhlalo besifazane.
A DUT student who has benefited from the organization reflected on how Inhlalo Yabesifazane is empowering women.
Mina le nhlangano lena ngingayidefine as inhlangano ekhulisa besifazane. And njengomuntu wesifazane sisemncane kuningi esifundayo kulabo mama ukuthi lena okay kuze umuntu wesifazane akhule akakhuphuki yedwa kodwa ukhuphuka nabanye abantu.
Inhlalo Yabesifazane continues to create jobs for women in the informal marketplace and defines a new era for them in business. For Pulse News, I am Akona Dlamini in Durban.
And in commemoration of Women's Month, the Durban University of Technology hosted its annual poetry sessions at Steve Biko campus, where poets pay tribute to women who inspire, empower, and shape society.
As the heart of Durban University of Technology Steve Biko campus, voices rose in poetic tribute to the women who shape our world. In commemoration of Women's Day, students, artists, and storytellers gathered for a powerful poetry session in a celebration of resilience, identity, and the enduring spirit of womanhood. Nyoni, one of the poets, elaborates more on the session.
Mhlanje ke besibungaza inyanga yabantu besifazane. Behaya imbokodo la ngokuhlukahluka kwazo. Nabo ke bahayile obhuti njengembokodo bebungaza thina ukubaleka kwethu.
Regular attendee Sindiswa Nxumalo reflects on the standout moments from the session.
Isession yanamuhla ibihluke kakhulu bengaphezulu kwalokho bengikulindele ngoba besifikelwe imbongi edumile ukubhela sizogubha inyanga yabantu besifazane. Kwafika nabaculi, kufike uAyakhe, kwafika uHlophe, kwafika noZamambo umphathwe intombi.
Speaking on behalf of the men, Lwazimoyo stepped forward to share the agenda for the session.
Namuhla ibihluke kakhulu be-based on abantu besifazane since sazi ukuthi inyanga ebaluleke kakhulu la. Cha mina shiyana ukuthi mina ngumuntu angithandela. Kodwa ke since kuyinyanga yabantu besifazane le kuhaye bona kakhulu because it's based on them.
The session ended with a powerful performance by the women. For Pulse News, I am Akona Dlamini.
Now it's time to get your game face on. Our sports presenter, Amasha Khadebe, is ready to bring you the highlights from the sports world. Let's take it to the sports desk.
Thank you for welcoming me, Nomdeni. Good evening, South Africa. For more sports, the DUT football team is still searching for a win. The Durban University of Technology men's football team has suffered their third consecutive defeat, losing a 2-1 score against the University of Free State in a tightly contested match at Harry Potter Stadium in Pietermaritzburg. Moving on to netball, Hlela Hometown crushes Plasly 5-5-6 in a netball quarter-final blowout. In a dominant match, Hlela Hometown stormed past Plasly 5-5-6 with a staggering score of 44-2 win in the DUT West League netball quarter-finals. The match was indeed a one-sided affair from the first whistle, with Hlela shooters and defenders delivering a masterclass that leave the strong contenders for the title. Moving on to rugby, College Rovers emerged victorious in their three-league match against Durban Collegians, winning at a 29-24 point in the Rugby Club Championship. It was a closely contested match with both teams giving it their all, and that is it for Sport Tonight.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time, good night.